Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today I've got a god mode spot for you in Black Ops 7 Zombies where you guys can grind your camos, you can grind XP, weapon levels, whatever it might be. It's a super easy grind spot that's definitely going to get patched, so make the most of it whilst it's available. All we're going to do is come to select match. We are going to come down to standard, play solo, and come on to Ashes of the Damned. We're then going to pick our loadout and we're going to click start mission and load up. Whilst the game's loading up, guys, if you do enjoy today's video, please be sure to smash the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on because we're on the road to 30,000 subs. So if you can help us hit that, that'd be absolutely amazing. And let me know if you're going to be grinding this in the comments below. But let me load into the game right now. Okay guys, so now we are in game. All we're simply going to do is just spend a round or two in the first little spawn area just to get some points together so we can get through the doors faster and just get through the next stages of the map and get us into the spot where we want to be. Like I said, you can use whatever weapon you want to use, whether you're going for camos, whether you want to level something up, whether you purely just want to play for gobble-gums or XP, whatever it might be, guys, this method is going to allow you to do that. And whilst we are here, I would highly recommend sticking on the rampage inducer. If you don't want to put it on straight away and you want to just sort of wait until the spot's open and ready, you can do that as well. It's entirely up to you, but rampage inducer obviously just means more zombies are going to spawn in, making it much easier for us to actually get through this method. And then we can also just get more spawns, meaning we're going to get camos done faster, get XP faster, and all of that sort of good stuff. And if you guys like this sort of video, please do let me know in the comments, because if you want to see more like grind spots from me, I will happily go ahead and do them. But if you guys just want to see more zombies content in general or end game content, then feel free to let me know, because in all honesty, I'm really enjoying both the modes. I'm enjoying end game. I think that's actually a really fun game mode with a lot of potential. It's a little bit more of a chill game mode, to be fair, but I do really enjoy how it plays and the way that it works and the idea behind it. But then I'm really enjoying zombies as well. I think zombies is really fun. And I mean, to be fair, even the multiplayer on this game is still fun. Like, I do enjoy the multiplayer as well. I think multiplayer is a really enjoyable game mode. But the only thing with multiplayer, of course, it depends what sort of time you get on and how sweaty it's going to be. So when we get old Tessie started up, guys, as you can see, we're going to get old Tessie. We're then going to swing a left, and we are going to come flying through this area here. We're going to break straight through here. We're going to come all the way down. And then there's two sort of things that we can do, really, once we get to this position. Now, we're by Blackwater Lake. We're actually going to do the spot in this sort of area, because the spot that we're actually going to be sat in, guys, is in Blackwood Lake. So we aren't really going to need to leave this area. However, the one thing I would recommend leaving the area for is obviously having the ability to start pack-a-punching your weapon. We can upgrade old Tessie, stick the pack-a-punch machine on the back if you guys don't have any perks for pack-a-punch or anything like that. Yeah, we'll just make sure we'll go and get that done. So like I said, we are going to do the spot here. We aren't going to have to leave this area, but I'm purposely going to make us leave this area simply just so we can go ahead and pack-a-punch our weapon, because of course, who doesn't want pack-a-punch when we're playing this game? So all we're going to simply do, I'm just going to run you guys through every step just in case you don't play much zombies or you don't know what we're doing. We're going to jump straight back in the whip. So we're just going to come back down to the bottom area, which allows us to obviously upgrade old Tessie, meaning we can pack-a-punch, and yeah, that means we can start upgrading our weapon, all the sort of things that we need to do for this game to run nice and smoothly. Like I said, we're not going to get hit by the zombies, but you also don't want to spend ages and ages taking the zombies out when we get to those higher rounds. So we're just going to come up this zip line. We're just going to follow the steps. If you guys don't quite know what you're doing, we're just going to follow the steps. We need a few more points to get through here, and then to obviously get through the next door as well. We can do that. We can now open this up, and then of course the last thing we're going to try and do is get through there, and that will sort us out for the power and all the steps that we need to do, allowing us to pack-a-punch out the back of old Tessie, and we'll be all good to go from there. So again, all we're going to do, guys, is come down here, clear all the spores off of this, and then we are going to be all good to go, get power switched on, and then we can upgrade old Tessie, and we can just get on with the spot, get into the god mode spot. So we are going to have to there's a little bit of setup for this, but nothing too extreme that, you know, you're gonna be spending absolutely ages on it and it feels not worth it. Because believe me, once you get into that little spot, guys, you are gonna just sit there all game long, and it's gonna be very easy to get all the kills you need, all the XP that you need, all the camos that you need, whatever it might be. You are going to be all good to go from that point on. So there we go. That's now done. We can go ahead and turn power on, and then we are all set to go. So we'll switch power on real quick. That now allows you guys to obviously go and buy any perks from this sort of area, go and upgrade your weapon, whatever it might be that you need to do. But we're going to run straight back. We're going to come down. We're going to put old Tessie in the garage, and then we are going to be all good to go from there. So we can jump in old Tessie, drive her forwards onto there. That's going to now repair. We can grab the thrusters. We can upgrade old Tessie. And as you guys can see, that's now going to put a pack-a-punch machine on the back of old Tessie, which is great. Now, every time you get some essence, you can go ahead and do that. So we now drive back up to the lake where we just were a moment ago. Okay, guys, so now we are back at the lake. This is exactly where we need to be. So we're going to set the car up just in an area where we can run to it nice and easy, just like that. Obviously, the Pack-a-Punch machine is there at the back in case you guys didn't know. So now what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to come round here. And then once we get to this area here, we're going to line ourselves up with this box right here. And then for some reason, if we just sit here, we shouldn't get hit by any of the zombies. As you can see, we've lined ourselves up just here. We're just like floating off the edge of this ledge. You want to line yourself up sort of with the corner of this box to an extent. And all the zombies are just going to stand in front of us and allow us to just mow them down. And obviously, if you get some zombies that might start throwing stuff at you, that is a slight possibility. But the main thing, majority of the time, you are going to be good. The only thing you need to worry about is, of course, the bear. The bear might do a little bit of damage, but if you just focus on the bear and taking him out in the way that you should be taking him out, you should be all good and you shouldn't really have too many problems. Ravagers can also get through. As you can see, for some reason, they can break the spot. But, you know, normal zombies and everything else, you're going to be absolutely fine with no problem whatsoever. So, again, I'll just show you how easy it is. Like, these zombies will start coming up here. They'll start lining up, and then they won't be able to hit us. As you can see, they're all just going to stand there. They're going to pile up. You can just let them all keep running through. So, if you're grinding critical kills, you can get this done nice and easily. If you're grinding weapon XP, you can get this done nice and easily. If you're grinding player levels, you can get this done nice and easily. Doesn't matter what gun you're using, you are just going to be able to absolutely destroy all of these zombies with no problem whatsoever. That's a whole round pretty much done already, which is absolutely insane. And then again, to line it up, all we're going to do is walk along the side here. We're then going to come around and we're going to sit almost just behind the boxes and basically as far into this corner as the game would allow us to go. And then we are straight back in the spot once again. Like I said, if you need to run off and grab some perks, you need to run off and grab Pack-a-Punch or anything like that, you can quite easily do so, and I'll show you that right now. So we'll just clear this round out. We'll just get a few of the zombies gone. And again, this is why I said put Rampage Inducer on. Look at how many zombies are spawning. So we've got the last couple of zombies now, which is fine. Means we can just run to the back of the car, stand here, get ourselves a Pack-a-Punch, and then we are all good to go for the next round. We're all set up and ready. So it's a super easy method, guys. So obviously this is going to get patched very shortly, right? There's no doubt about that. This method is going to get patched very soon. So if this is something you want to do, go and make the most of it. Go and get your critical kills done. Go and grind some weapon levels or some player levels, especially while double weapon XP is here or double XP weekend is here. Go ahead and just grind those out, guys. It is going to be so easy to get done right now, and it is literally completely stress-free. All you've got to do is get through the first couple of rounds. And like I said, if you really wanted to, go through the first couple of rounds without Rampage Inducer on. Make the first couple of rounds a bit easier, and then you can go ahead and stick Rampage Inducer on once you've gone ahead and done the first few rounds. Then you're going to be in the spot anyway. It's going to be nice and easy. So just go ahead and make the most of it, guys, while you can. So I see I'm not stood far enough back there. And then if I move back a little bit more, I am. So if you do find that you're getting hit a little bit, it's probably because you're just not far enough backwards. Move back a bit, and then you'll be able to go ahead and get that spot done nice and easily. But yeah, like I said, we are in a good spot. It's just a super easy spot to be in. Like I said, it doesn't matter what you guys are trying to achieve, whether it is just leveling up, prestiging, getting your weapons max rank, getting camos done, really, whatever it is. This is like the perfect spot for it. It's God mode. You're not going to take any damage apart from the Ravagers. And again, if you do just fall down, it's not too big of a problem. You should be able to get back in the spot pretty easy. And there we go, straight back in. So you can see where I'm stood. I'll just leave it like this for a second, just so you guys can see exactly where I'm stood. I'm almost stood like slightly behind the corner of this box, if that makes sense. Like if you just move to the left a bit, you're stood right behind it, and then you're basically floating off the edge of the platform. And then you are all ready to go and just spray down all of these zombies like so. I mean, that was just a round. How quick did we just finish that round up? And in all honesty, yes, okay, this isn't the most fun way to play the game. Don't get me wrong. It's not the most fun way to get through the rounds or anything like that. But the one thing I am going to use this for is just getting through some of the camo challenges, like some of the critical kill challenges. I'm just going to do them here simply because it means I haven't got to pay too much attention. I can just do other stuff on the side whilst I'm going for these camos, and I know I'm not going to die or anything like that. So I kind of just want to get to a point where there is a bear round, just so I can show you guys how you're going to deal with a bear round and how the bears actually look with this method. Because like I said, other than the Ravagers, the bear's the only thing that might do a little bit of damage to you. But if you're in the right spot, you still should be okay, and you shouldn't really take too much damage or even be at a risk of going down at any point. And one thing I actually do need to mention as well, in case you guys didn't know, if you are doing this method and you are planning on, you know, running this to get a bunch of XP and prestige quickly and get weapon XP, I would recommend still exfilling it around about round 35. And the reason for that is you are going to seriously start hitting an XP cap once you get to those higher rounds. And that doesn't mean you're just going to be getting like the same sort of XP from round 35. After round 35, the XP that you earn drops off massively. Like, it is an insane drop off. So if you are looking to do this method to be leveling up, whether that's weapons or just prestiging quickly, whatever it might be, once you get to around about round 35, pull yourself out the lobby, go and get into a new one. And like I said, the reason for that is you're just seriously going to be missing out on an insane amount of XP. If you aren't worried about the XP and you're only looking to do camos, like getting a bunch of critical kills, then you can stay in the game if you want to, because obviously the higher rounds you get to, the more zombies are going to spawn in. Therefore, you're going to get more critical kills every round. But like I said, it's really not too necessary to be staying in after 35. And even then, if you're doing camos, I'd recommend still getting out at 35. Because even if you're not looking to level up ridiculously fast, you may as well get the XP that you're going to get for completing the camos and stuff anyway. It's going to help you rank up. Because, of course, completing camo challenges gives you an XP bonus. Therefore, you may as well just get out of the game, load into a new one, and get the most XP possible anyway. Get yourself leveled up, level your weapons up as fast as possible, and still do your camo grind. It's just a flawless method. But like I said, this is going to get patched very quickly. So if you're looking to do it, guys, I recommend you jump on it now. And to show you guys how you're going to get in this spot, you're going to come onto this area here. So this is where we are on the map. We're going to come along here. We're then going to walk all the way along the side of this. We're going to walk behind this box and make ourselves float off the edge of the decking. As you can see, you sort of drop down a little bit, and then you are in a spot where you can just sit and farm the zombies and just absolutely melt everything. There was a bear. The bear literally didn't touch us once, even though it was that close to us. Didn't do any damage. And then we can just spray at all of the zombies, and they're not going to do any damage to us whatsoever. Super easy method for you guys. So if you guys are going to use this method, let me know in the comments below. If you have enjoyed today's video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications to not miss any more videos on our channel. I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Hope you have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll catch you on the next one in a bit. Peace.